What if the fire isn't out? God's grace can preserve a glowing ember when everything looks dark. Romans 11:4 and 5 says this. But what was God's answer to him? I have left 7,000 for myself who have not bowed to Baal. In the same way, then, there is also at the present time a remnant chosen by grace. Israel rebelled against God over and over again. In Elijah's time, they rebelled to the point of killing God's prophets, tearing down his altars, even trying to kill Elijah himself. And Elijah looked at Israel and essentially said, well, the fire is out. I'm the only one left who is faithful. But God said, no. There were still 7,000 faithful people. You can think of it like a campfire. As it gets later and later into the night, the fire starts to go out until everything is dark and covered in ash. But then what happens? You stir the ashes, there is still a glowing ember underneath. By his grace, God had preserved a remnant of the faithful. Sometimes all we can see is the ash. God can still see the ember. God's faithfulness to Israel ultimately brought forth Israel's Messiah. God didn't abandon his promises. Jesus is the evidence that God keeps his word. So where have you assumed that the fire is out when God may still be working underneath the ashes? Maybe you can pray something like this. Lord, when everything looks dark and helpless, help me trust that you are still faithful. Give me eyes to see your grace at work, even when I cannot see the whole picture. Thank you that Jesus is evidence that you keep your word.